Hello children, welcome to social science class. In the social science of 8th standard, we have different branches like history, political science, sociology, economics, business study and geography. So today we shall learn the geography. Now you are looking at the solar system, that is sun, and the 8 planet, that is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto is not a planet. On which planet are we living? We are living on the planet Earth, which is in the third position in the sun's family. The Earth is our living planet. So, today's chapter name is The Earth, our living planet. What shall we learn in this chapter? We will learn about different names of the Earth, size and shape of the Earth, longitude, latitude, continents, oceans, time, standard time, local time, time zone, and international dateline. To begin, different names of the Earth. The Earth has different names like living planet, watery planet, blue planet, and unique planet. These names has explanation why each of these planets has names. The Earth is a home for all forms of life like plants, animals, and human beings. So the life exists on the Earth, not on the any other planet. What are the reasons for the life to be on the Earth? Let us look. The first is the Earth is situated in suitable distance from the sun. So we have range of temperature and atmosphere. The atmosphere protects the Earth from the harmful rays that is emitted from the sun. The second reason is the life supporting gases. We cannot live on the Earth without breathing. So for breathing we need oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen and argon. So these important gases support the life on the Earth. Can you imagine? Without breathing, it is not possible. So these important gases are very essential. The third aspect is the water. Water on the Earth is there in the lake, river, pond, underground water. This water continue to exist because of the water cycle. Look at the picture where the sun heats the water, evaporation take place, condensation, then precipitation, and the water reaches back again to the Earth. So this supports the life on the Earth. So we understood that the temperature, atmosphere, life supporting gases, water help the life on the Earth. So the Earth is called as a living planet. The life itself is the only point that makes the Earth as a unique planet. None of the planet in the solar system has life except the Earth. So the Earth is called as a unique planet. Now let us understand why is the Earth called as a watery planet. When we look at the Earth, we find more water than the land. Therefore, we call Earth as a watery planet. Look at the percentage of land and water on the Earth. The water is 70.9%, whereas the land is 29.1%. So we have more percentage of water than the land. So Earth is called as a watery planet. Now, why is the Earth called as a blue planet? When we look at the Earth from the space, the Earth appears to be blue. So the Earth is called as a blue planet. Look at the picture. It's taken from the space. The Earth appears to be blue. That's why it is called as a blue planet. Till now, we have understood the different names of the Earth. That is living planet. The Earth is called as a living planet because it has life on the Earth. The life exists because of the temperature, atmosphere, life supporting gases, water cycle. and it is also called unique planet because the Earth is the only planet which has life, and none of the planets in the sun's family has a life. And water planet because the percentage of water is more on the Earth than the land, so the Earth is called as a watery planet. And Earth is called as a blue planet because the Earth appears to be blue when we look the Earth from the space. So is it very clear, children, that were different names of the Earth? So now let us understand the size of the Earth. Size of the Earth. The Earth is the 5th largest planet in the Sun's family. Look at the picture where it's showing the planet's size. The first is the Jupiter, second is the Saturn, third is the Neptune, fourth is the Uranus, fifth is the Earth. So the Earth is the 5th largest planet in the Sun's family. The diameter of the Earth is compared with the Sun and the Moon. So the diameter, look at the picture, we are measuring the diameter, where the diameter of the Earth compared with the Sun and the Moon. Approximately it is said that the diameter of the Earth is 4 times greater than the Moon and 107 times lesser than the Sun. So the total geographical area of the Earth is 510 square kilometer, includes water and the land. So now let us understand the water, how much it is covered. It is covered 361 square kilometer. If we have to mention in percentage, it is 70.9%, and land is covered by 149 square kilometer, that is 29.1%. If we have to understand the ratio of the land and water on the Earth, it is 1:2.4. So we have understood the size of the Earth, that it is the 5th largest planet. The diameter of the Earth is compared with the Sun and the Moon. The diameter of the Earth is 4 times greater than the Sun and 107 times lesser than the Sun. The total geographical area is 510 square kilometer, and the water area is 361 square kilometer, and the land area is 149 square kilometers. Children, is it very clear with the size? Now let us understand the shape of the Earth. The shape of the Earth is neither round nor oval. It is called geoid shape. The geoid shape means earth shaped or the oblate sphere. The Earth is flattened at the top, north and the south, and it is bulged in the equator. So this is called as a geoid shape. You can see in the picture the geoid shape, that is in the geoid of the Earth. So to prove this, they have measured the polar circumferences and equator circumferences. Look at the picture A below, where the polar circumferences is 40,008 kilometer and equator circumferences is 40,075 kilometer. So which is more? It is very clear that equator circumferences is more than the polar circumferences. It is because of the geoid shape. Next, when we look at the equator diameter and polar diameter, equator diameter is 12,756 and polar diameter is 12,714. So again, which diameter is more? It is the equator diameter. It is because of the geoid shape. Is it very clear, children? Why the Earth is called as a geoid shape? It is very clearly mentioned by measurement of polar circumferences and polar equator circumferences, polar diameter and the equator diameter. Now let us understand what are the land on the earth called and the water bodies called? The land on the earth are called as a continents and the water body is called as a ocean. So the continents, there are 7 continents: Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia. So the largest continent is Asia, the smallest continent is Australia. So the water bodies are called as oceans. There are 5 oceans: Pacific Ocean, which is the largest and deepest ocean; Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean and the Southern Ocean. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest and the shallowest ocean. Is it very clear, children? The land is called as a continents and the water body is called as a ocean. There are 7 continents. They are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. And the water bodies are called oceans. They are called Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean and the Southern Ocean. Now let us understand the uneven distribution of land and water. Look at the picture, children. Here there is a blue line. That line is called as a equator. The equator divides the earth into 2 hemispheres, northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere is called as land hemisphere. You know why it is called as a land hemisphere? Because it has 60% of land and 40% of water. Therefore, it is called as a land hemisphere. Southern hemisphere is called as a water hemisphere because it has 81% of water and 19% of land. So because of this uneven distribution, we understood uneven distribution of land and water, we can understand the land hemisphere and the water hemisphere. So is it very clear, children? Today we have understood about the different names of the earth, size and the shape of the earth and the uneven distribution of land. So just go through your textbook and answer these questions.